It is the biggest lottery in American history at nearly $2 billion.
Let's bring in Carolyn Becker, a California lottery spokesperson. Welcome. Thank you so much for your time tonight. There's about 15 minutes left. If someone lives very close to a liquor store right now and wants to go get a ticket, do you have any good tips for this person in terms of picking those numbers?
Well, sure. Right now, find a store with no lines. They've been lines all day, but we have a lot of people who play quick picks. Other people pick their own numbers. So whatever feels lucky to you. I don't have any magic formula or any magic advice for you.
Okay, so what's the first thing you should do if you should win, and what's the last thing you should do if you win?
The first thing is don't lose your ticket. I suppose that's the last thing too, but you cannot claim that prize without your ticket. Put it somewhere safe. And then I would often urge caution to anybody who wins, especially the jackpot, to be careful who you tell, right? There's a lot of advice you may need from professionals. Maybe only tell your close loved ones. I wouldn't put it out on social media, but first and foremost, keep that ticket safe.
Okay, this is such a big deal because there's so many drawings that we've had for this one. The money goes toward education programs in California. Yeah. So as you say, there's always a winner. How much money?
Yeah, no matter who wins, that's right. No matter who wins the jackpot, whether it's tonight, some other state, California public schools are already winning big. So far, lottery has raised $150 million about for California public schools just related to this jackpot that's been growing since August. So we can all feel good about that regardless of what happens tonight or in the future. You're absolutely right. It's about 40% of your ticket goes right to public schools in California.
So $150 million to school. So how does that work? Does that just go into the general fund? When do kids get that cash?
Actually, the controller's office is responsible for divvying it up. We're just the fundraisers, but they use the same attendance formulas that the state budget uses, probably a lot of federal dollars coming in. So it's those attendance formulas that they use. It goes to all 58 counties. Even if there's a big jackpot winner, say in Los Angeles, doesn't mean LA gets more money, but knowing that there's a high concentration of kids there, they probably already have the formulas in their favor.
8 o'clock is the drawing. How soon will we know if there is finally a winner or not? And how many tickets did you buy, Carolyn?
I'm not allowed to play, you guys. I wish you luck because I know you are. It can be hours before we know. All of the states who participate in Powerball, there's 45 plus 3 other jurisdictions like DC and Puerto Rico. They all have to balance their books at the end of the night. So it will probably be hours. Anybody logging on to our website or Powerball.com should have a little patience. I wouldn't be surprised if it takes longer to load and freshen up those numbers throughout the night, but it'll probably be well into the night before we know not only whether there was a jackpot winner here in California, but anywhere else that ends up splitting the prize.
Yeah, because if somebody wins, they may not come forward right away and tell you. All right.
No, they have up to a year for the jackpot. And then we investigate, people who come forward to make sure they're the rightful winner. We go through a rigorous process.
Well,
so even if they do come forward, it takes weeks, if not months. Everybody needs a little patience for how this one's going to end, but we're eager too.
You would think for $2 billion, you might want to do a little bit of vetting. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Good luck. Congrats on this crazy week.
Yeah, thanks. If no one gets it tonight, we're talking about $2.3 billion. So,
oh my gosh, that's amazing. All right, Carolyn, thank you so much.